Okay, this is lesson 98, number 18. In the case you missed number 12, we kind of found out that the answer was no solution because our opposite side was shorter than the height. Okay, so here's number 18. So I think it just wants me to graph it, and so I like to say maps, like midline, amplitude, period, phase shift. That just helps me to figure out what I need to do here. So it's a cosine graph. I'm going to make a fake axis out over here on the left, and then I'm going to, I will put an, so my midline is only -1, so I'll stick the x-axis kind of in the middle, and then I know my midline is going to be just one below it, like that. Okay, and then my amplitude's 5, so I'm going to be going up by 5 and down by 5. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that is 4, and then when I go down by 5, 3, 4, 5, I think that's -6 right there. Okay, so that's so far so good. The period, you take 2, well, I'm not going to do 2 pi, I'm going to do degrees because I have degrees here. 360 divided by, they call that letter B, that the period number, they call it B. 360 over B, that's 3. So that's, is that 120? Okay, so the period is 120. So the stretch from, it's a cosine graph, and cosine graphs look like this. So the stretch from the tallest point to the other tall point, like from here to here, is going to be 120 right there. Okay, but there's a phase shift. It looks like the parent function was moved to the right. So, you know, it's opposite like that. It was moved to the right by 50, so when I start my graph, I'm going to just kind of pick a convenient place to start, and I'm going to call that 50 degrees right there. Okay, and then I'm going to just use, maybe I'll just use these 5 dots, you know, the 5 points, the maximum, the 0, the minimum, the 0, and the maximum. Yeah. That's kind of, when we're doing phase shifts, I like, maybe it's easier just to graph the 5 points. So, I'm going to start with the high point, and then the other high point, oh, I didn't even make a graph yet. I guess I'll make a, it's supposed to go down, dip down, up, dip down. It looks horrible. So there's my ugly graph. Okay, so here's another high point right here. And then this will be, so how can I calculate that number?
120 plus 50.
Yeah, 120 plus 50, is that 170? Yeah, okay. And then if I want to get super fancy, I could calculate the middle number, but I'm okay with you guys just giving me enough information to know that you can understand what the period. And okay, there's phase shift. So what else needs to happen? The axis, you know, where's the axis going to be? Well, I don't know, it's somewhere over, maybe where it already looks like it is, huh?
Yeah.
Or maybe somewhere close to that, I don't know. On this. That's my fake axis, so I'll make a real axis. Is that how you did yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do calculations and get it exact if you want to. You can, you know, make some calculations. But I like to claim that mine is not drawn to scale. This low point should be at -6, and that's all. So they're not that bad. There it is. That's good enough.